Fear is one of the most ancient and powerful human emotions. It is a universal response that has helped our ancestors survive for centuries by avoiding danger and responding to threats. However, in today's world, where physical threats have become less common, fear often transforms into irrational phobias, anxiety, and unreasonable worries, paralyzing us and preventing us from living fully. The psychology of fear offers a deep understanding of why we experience this feeling, how our phobias are formed, and most importantly, how we can turn them into strength, using them as a catalyst for growth and development. This is Seeing Unlimited Greatness. Understanding the nature of fear is the first step to overcoming it. Instead of allowing fear to control us, we can learn to decipher its messages, work with it consciously, and use its energy to reach new heights. What is fear? Its physiology and psychology. Fear is a complex emotion that triggers a cascade of physiological and psychological reactions. Physiological aspect. When we are faced with a perceived threat, the sympathetic nervous system is activated. The adrenal glands release adrenaline and cortisol into the blood. This leads to an increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, increased breathing, dilation of the pupils, muscle tension, and an outflow of blood from the digestive system to the extremities. This is the classic fight-or-flight response, designed to prepare the body for immediate action. In ancient times, it saved from predators, but today it can be triggered in response to a public speech or a deadline. Psychological aspect. Fear is accompanied by a subjective feeling of anxiety, worry, panic, horror, or trepidation depending on its intensity. It can cause obsessive thoughts, decreased concentration, a feeling of helplessness, and an irresistible desire to avoid the source of fear. The brain tries to quickly assess the threat and develop a survival strategy. A phobia is an irrational, excessive, and persistent fear of a specific object, situation, or activity that is out of proportion to the actual threat. Unlike normal fear, a phobia often results in avoidance behavior that significantly limits a person's life. Examples include arachnophobia, fear of spiders; claustrophobia, fear of enclosed spaces; acrophobia, fear of heights; and social phobia, fear of social situations. With phobias, the fight-or-flight response is triggered even when there is little or no risk. The roots of our phobias, where do they come from? Phobias can develop for a variety of reasons, often a complex combination of factors. Traumatic experience. Often, a phobia is the result of a direct traumatic experience. For example, if a child is bitten by a dog, he or she may develop cynophobia, fear of dogs. A single, strong negative event can reinforce the association between an object and danger. Informational learning, hearing or reading about potential dangers, can cause a person to fear things with which he or she has no direct negative experience. For example, fear of sharks after watching movies or news about attacks, even if the person has never been to the sea. Genetic predisposition and temperament. Some people may be more prone to anxiety and developing phobias due to genetic factors or features of the nervous system that make them more sensitive to stress. Evolutionary preparation. There is a theory that we are biologically predisposed to fear certain things, snakes, spiders, heights, darkness, that posed a real threat to the survival of our ancestors in the wild. These fears may be hardwired into our brains as a defense mechanism. Psychological factors. Low self-esteem, excessive need for control, catastrophizing, imagining the worst-case scenario, avoidance, and perfectionism can all contribute to or exacerbate phobias. Inability to cope with uncertainty also plays a role. Turning fear into strength, strategies, and approaches. Fear and even phobias don't have to be a prison. With the right approach, they can not only be overcome but also used as a source of personal growth. Awareness and acceptance. The first step is to acknowledge the fear, not suppress it. Understand that it is a natural reaction that is trying to protect you from something, albeit irrationally. Ask yourself, what is my fear really afraid of? What message is it sending me? This helps you step back from the emotion and look at it from the outside. Rationalization and reappraisal of the threat. Analyze your fear using logic. Is the intensity of fear consistent with the actual danger? What objective evidence do you have for your fear? Often, phobias are irrational precisely because their object does not pose a real threat. And recognizing this is a powerful tool. Create a list of the pros and cons of your fear. Gradual exposure therapy, one of the most effective methods in psychotherapy. Start with minimal contact with the object of fear and gradually systematically increase exposure. For example, with arachnophobia, first look at a picture of a spider, then at a stuffed spider, then at a spider in a terrarium, and only then, perhaps, at a real but safe spider. Each successful step, even the smallest, strengthens confidence and rewrites the negative reaction of the brain. This should happen in a safe and controlled environment. Developing self-regulation skills, mindfulness techniques, deep diaphragmatic breathing, meditation, and progressive muscle relaxation can help calm the nervous system during moments of panic or intense anxiety. By learning to manage your physiological reactions, you reduce the overall intensity of fear and regain control over your body. Changing thought patterns. Cognitive restructuring. Fear is often fueled by negative, catastrophic, and irrational thoughts. Working with a cognitive behavioral therapist can help you identify these automatic negative thoughts and change them to more realistic, constructive beliefs. You will learn to challenge your fears. Visualization and mental rehearsal. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a situation that causes fear, but visualize yourself successfully and calmly coping with it. The brain does not always distinguish between real experience and a vivid mental rehearsal, which helps prepare you for the real situation and reduce anxiety. Finding a supportive environment, connecting with people who understand and support you, can make the process of overcoming your fears much easier. Support groups. Confidential conversations with friends or family members can help you feel less alone and isolated in your experiences. Using fear as a motivator. Sometimes the fear of failure can be a powerful motivator, pushing us to prepare and work harder. The fear of regret about missed opportunities can push us to step out of our comfort zone and take risks. The key is not to let it paralyze us, but to use it as fuel to move forward. Professional help. In the case of severe paralyzing phobias, chronic anxiety, or panic attacks, it is extremely important to consult a psychotherapist or psychiatrist. Professionals can offer effective methods such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, EMDR therapy, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy, or, if necessary, pharmacotherapy to stabilize the condition. Fear as an indicator of growth. Paradoxically, fear is often an indicator of our growth. When we encounter something new, leave our comfort zone, we always face uncertainty, which can cause fear. This fear is not a sign that we are going in the wrong direction, but rather a signal that we are on the threshold of something new, something that will expand our boundaries. True strength lies not in the absence of fear, but in the ability to act despite it. Every time we consciously go towards our fear, we become stronger, wiser, and freer, discovering new horizons and opportunities that previously seemed inaccessible. The psychology of fear teaches us that fear is not an enemy, but a powerful energy that, if understood and directed, can become a source of incredible strength and personal growth. By overcoming our phobias, we not only free ourselves from limitations, but also reveal our hidden potential, becoming more courageous, resilient, and conscious people. This is the path to freedom and a fulfilling life.
If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can, for you and for the world around us.